is enough said.
What's up, Heat Nation? Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Video number 2 of the day. Y'all know I be spoiling you sometimes. Would really appreciate if you guys can show some support for the spoiling by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, you guys. We're pushing to 5,000 subscribers, and don't forget, y'all get me to 5,000 subscribers by the beginning of the season. We're gonna do a $50 giveaway. Now, let's rock and roll on another Miami Heat Talk adventure, because I got an interesting one for you today, you guys, because today I want to talk about Derrick Rose and the possibility of Derrick Rose maybe joining the Miami Heat. Now, for those of you that don't remember, about 2 days ago, Derrick Rose was released by the Memphis Grizzlies, so he's currently a free agent. We know the story of Derrick Rose, but for those of you that don't, he's been one of the most dynamic players in NBA history. He was the former 2011 MVP. Unfortunately, he suffered an ACL injury the following season in 2012, and he's never been the same explosive player again. But he's played relatively well in the NBA throughout his career. His career numbers, you guys, is 17.4 points a game. He's averaged about 46% from the field, 32% from the three-point line, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. You know, obviously he's not that same MVP Derrick Rose, but even last season with the Memphis Grizzlies, you know, the Grizzlies fell off last year because of injuries. But last year he played 24 games, started 7 games in 16 and a half minutes. He averaged 8 points a game, 2 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 46% from the field, 37% from the three-point line, averaging 1.7 attempts a game, and almost 90% from the field. I think Derrick Rose at 35 years old would be a perfect complement for this Miami Heat roster. Why? A few reasons. One, we don't have a backup point guard. And I'm not trying to throw a jinx out there, but we've known that this Miami Heat team has not been the most reliable when it comes to health. So why did you sign guys like Nazir Little? Why did you bring a guy back like Kevin Love when you drafted a Kel'el Ware? Why do you pick up a Derrick Rose? Why did you sign Alec Burke? Well, because the Miami Heat are covering their ass. Because if for whatever reason, if a player goes down from injury, not just one of your top players, but a role player as well, well, now you have guys that can fill in that role. And that's what I think the Miami Heat team has been doing lately with these signings. They've seen that their team has been constantly injured. You know that when it comes to December and January, the nitty-gritty time of the season where things are just boring, I guess, you need certain guys to step up, especially when certain players are not playing or maybe taking a game off of rest to see a tennis matchup. Don't want to see that anymore this season. But let's be real. Injuries may happen. It's a long season. You have guys that are in their 30s already, so they're not going to play every single game. You need guys to be able to contribute when other players are out. Next man up mentality. Derrick Rose can provide that for the Heat. Let's not forget, you guys, also Derrick Rose and Jimmy Butler were teammates in Chicago. I understand that people, you know, some haters out there have been saying like, oh, well, they never got along in their time in Chicago. You know, they were both stars battling for the #1 spot. And maybe some of that may be true, but I will say one thing. Derrick Rose and Jimmy Butler have a lot of respect for each other. They played in that grind Chicago Bulls team with Tom Thibodeau, who was one of the most grueling coaches out there. They learned how to play together and they learned how to win together. You know, that stretch in the 2015 playoffs they had, you know, they were a LeBron James 3-point shot away from possibly winning that series against Cleveland. You don't know what happens. So I think Derrick Rose coming on this team fits a lot because you have another veteran mind. You have another guy that can help out in practice and also give you some quality minutes if there is an injury. And I think Derrick Rose, still at this level of his age, still this level of his game, can contribute. He's a great offensive player. He knows how to pick his spots. He averaged almost 37% from the three-point line last year, so he's upping the averages. You've seen his averages go a little bit up in the three-point line the last few years. This is a great thing to see. He's adding more to his game. Now, is Derrick Rose going to win you an NBA championship? No. Maybe not. But you never know, you guys. You bring certain players on this team to help you compete, to help you get better. And that's something that Derrick Rose can do. So I'm curious, you guys, to see what you guys say in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Derrick Rose can actually help this Miami Heat team be something great? Or do you think the Heat should just leave him in free agency? And also, the Heat have a full roster. What would you have to do to give him up? You may have to trade up Josh Richardson for cash considerations. You may have to move a minimum level player just to bring Derrick Rose on the roster. Maybe even give him a two-way contract and let Drew Smith go. There's a lot of possibility. So I want to hear from you, Heat fans. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We push into 5,000 subscribers. And remember, you guys, you get me to 5,000 subscribers by the beginning of the season, I'm going to do a $50 giveaway on a live video. Thank you guys for the continued support. Until next time, your boy Ernest out. That's enough said. Yeah, buddy. Let's go.